Hi Leo, this is your forecast for the month of February 2018. This is a general reading for Leo Sun, Leo Rising, or Leo Moon. For a more rounded overview, please watch your rising and moon sign as well. You can join me on Facebook and Instagram for daily insights on tarot and astrology, as well as my pay-per-view channel, vimeo.com/The Alchemist Astrologer, where you can find on-demand pages for love, finance, and other readings. Your weekly readings will always be free here on YouTube, but if you'd like to support me on Patreon, I'm now at patreon.com/The Alchemist Astrologer, and all of this information is down below in the description box. So Leo, this first week you're starting off with a major card, the Lover's card. For some of you, this is a tie to a Gemini person. But for others of you, partnerships and important choices are in focus. Now, this could be a business partnership. It could be a love relationship. It could be a friendship. For some of you, there may be issues of healing. So this could be a healer that you're coming in contact with. But whatever it is, you're faced with some choices to be made. Some of you, maybe you're choosing between two lovers or two options, two opportunities. There's some duality about your situation. For some of you, there's a focus on traveling. Perhaps a short trip is in the works, or there's a romantic meeting taking place. Maybe you have an attraction to somebody. Or there are issues of sexuality or sexual adjustments that are important. For some of you, this is a new relationship, and for others of you, this is the evolution of an ongoing relationship or having to make a decision about somebody you're partnered up with. But there are major choices at play, and you feel perhaps torn between two choices. Maybe you are reviewing something, and something that involves, again, a temptation or an issue surrounding sharing or trust. But your commitment to something is going to be important this week. Now, you're focused on success in some way, and maybe it's success through your collaborations with others, or whether you're getting the recognition you deserve from your partnerships. So you're going to have a chance to work on those this week. Repair something between you and another person to get some things clarified. And whatever comes out of your connections, you start to understand the other person better, and you start to understand yourself better, and you feel a sense of peace about that. Now, for some of you, you're meeting new people, and in fact, a couple of people that are going to be instrumental in your destiny somehow. Or you're reconnecting with somebody from your past. And you are looking at compromising with other people, looking at things from their vantage point. You feel very dedicated to someone or something, some collaborative effort. And you have a strong sense of responsibility toward others this week. However, you may be very popular right now. People may be wanting to connect to you. You're very magnetic. You're very charming. You're very appealing to others. And they want to take up your time. And they, in fact, do take up your time. They take up your emotions, your time, your energy, maybe in some cases your resources. And these are pleasurable connections. And yet, they're not moving you forward somehow. You have a goal in mind, and maybe your partnerships are in some ways undermining that goal. They're putting too many demands on you. They're taking up too much of your time and preventing you from meeting your objectives. For some of you, you're having opposition or stress or strain within your relationships, and it's going to be important for you to maintain your sense of humor in order to smooth over any differences. You may be struggling with a situation where you're ending a partnership. There's a lack of commitment or some inconsistencies. Or maybe somebody's simply not committed. They want their freedom at all costs. For some of you, if this is about a trip, you may be experiencing some wanderlust. You're restless. You want to get out. You want to go somewhere. You want to do some things. If this is about sexuality, it could be some fickleness, some infidelity, or on the other extreme, some hedonism. Or maybe this is a sexual partnership, or maybe it's a partnership of love that doesn't involve sex. If you are at odds with others, you're going to need that humor to smooth over some hurt feelings. And maybe in the worst case scenario, you're in a quarrel with somebody. There's a disagreement. There are issues of divorce or separation or some kind of alliance that's being ruptured by an outside force, a third party. And you may end up feeling isolated if that's the case. But again, this is about choices and whether you're able to make some decisions. Now, in the positive, you're feeling lighthearted. You're feeling adventurous, playful, flirty, spontaneous. And you're feeling more creative. You're getting into whatever it is that you're focused on. If you're in school, maybe you're doing very well. You're getting high marks. You're getting some honors in your work. Or if you're artistic, maybe your work is taking on new forms, or you're experimenting, or you're getting noticed or recognition. And just as an individual, you're probably, again, getting a lot of attention. And if there's some hurt feelings, maybe somebody's going to smooth something over and somebody's going to issue an apology. But whatever it is, you're getting notice. Now, in other cases, you're struggling in your partnerships because you're trying to please another person and you're bending over backwards to do it. You want to be what they think you are. And so you're trying to live up to an ideal that they have set for you, or you're doing that to another person. And it's creating some tension. Of course, it makes it hard. If you're not able to be who you are, you're having to live out a version of yourself. And once you let go of that and you begin to live your authentic self, you stop struggling, you accept a situation for what it is, you're able to move forward. Your relationships, ironically, begin to improve. So you may need to accept whatever partnership you have in whatever form it is. Accept it for what it is and be true to you. So you're looking at your collaborations with others and where you may have been going to extremes, where you may have been too subservient, or you're too jealous or too possessive, or where somebody is really not committed. It's a superficial relationship where charm is exploited, the charisma. You know, it could be you. Maybe you're just getting over on people, with your magnetism. So this is about looking at your collaborations, your partnerships, and making some choices. Choices that have to do with your future, your ideals, your happiness, and, if that ideal is matching the reality of a situation.